This beat is cray cray, Ray J, H-A, laughing all the way to the bank. I spray flames, they cannot tame or placate the monster.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 fastest rap verses ever.
Hit somersaults without the net, but this be the year that we won't forget. 1999.
For this list, we'll be looking at the times rappers spit fire at lightning speed, from verses by mainstream artists to indie choppers. Trying these at home will leave you seriously tongue-tied. Besides speed, we'll also be taking clarity into consideration. What's the fastest verse you can rap? Let us know in the comments down below. Number 10, Clash of the Titans, Crazy Bone. This verse will go down as the stuff of legend.
We get too deep, I am the beginning and the end. I am the light, I am the darkness, I am the light, I am the father.
After taking time off from his multi-platinum group Bone Thugs and Harmony, Crazy Bone didn't have anything left to prove as a solo artist. However, you'd be sorely mistaken if you thought he'd get complacent.
I'm the creator, I am the alpha and the omega, lyrical messiah, undertaker. So I'm by the law, I'm by the law.
Aside from several features throughout 2013, Crazy Bone absolutely crushed the beat of Eminem's Rap God on Clash of the Titans. Sampling Slim Shady is a ballsy move for any rapper, but he rose to the challenge straight from the first verse.
I wanna do word, I'm ripping up out of my shirt.
Despite billing it as a clash, Crazy later admitted to being an Eminem stan, showing there was no bad blood between the brisk bards. Say that 3 times fast.
Out of my shirt, what I'm hearing is blasphemy. When they drop to their knees and they ask if a rap to get better, they pray and they ask for me.
Number 9, B.O.B. Outkast. Outkast B.O.B. Bombs Over Baghdad retains its high-octane energy all the way through.
Yeah, in slum national underground thunder pounds when I stomp the ground.
But the opening verse is especially potent thanks to Andre 3000's electrifying delivery. Dare we say it's so fresh and so clean? Not only does he merely keep up with the song's chaotic tempo, but he commands it, devoting his fastest lines to the subject of the front line.
Be a household name, weatherman telling us it ain't gonna rain. So now we sitting in a drop top soaking wet, in a silk suit trying not to sweat.
Of course, Big Boy also deserves some credit for maintaining momentum in the follow-up verse. The Iraq War would only raise the song's profile, as Outkast's grasp on the beat is like a drill sergeant over their cadets. Number 8, New West, No Clue. Not even a detective could figure out how he did it. Seattle rapper No Clue briefly held the Guinness World Records title of fastest rap MC.
It's a plot, don't scheme when I see y'all throwing the dubs. When I step on the scene, bigger things, bigger dreams. A lot that I never seen, it's never what it seems, but it's
Bestowed with the honor in 2005 for his song New West, he was only 20 years old at the time. According to the Seattle Times, the rapper's throat would hurt in the practice stages as his body wasn't yet accustomed to the superhuman speed he was spitting at. Over the span of New West's second verse, he was dropping a whopping 14.1 syllables per second, which comes out to 723 over his 51.27 seconds. Although No Clue would later be dethroned, his mid-2000s moment is a testament to saying practice makes perfect. Number 7, 100 Miles and Running, Logic featuring Wale and John Ledall. In the test of syllable ability, he passes with flying colors. Unlike our other entries, Logic's 100 Miles and Running is more of a feel-good song than anything braggadocious. That said, it ramps up the cockiness for the 4th and final verse, which positions the Maryland rapper as Jack the Ripper. From then on, it's a lyrical massacre clocking in at 11.7 syllables per second. Logic previously performed the verse as a freestyle at concerts, and it more than shines through in the studio version. Given his foray into hyperspace, closing on a Star Wars reference couldn't be a more appropriate ending.
Slicing MCs like Darth Vader, decapitate a hater the second I spit and say hell yeah, hell yeah, say hell yeah.
Number 6, Break Your Neck, Busta Rhymes. Bruh, when this rapper picked up his pace, it practically caused an extinction level event.
Now, tell me what you really want to do. Come here, man. Talk to me. You look like you can really give it to us. The way you're talking, the way you try to walk for me.
On 2001's Break Your Neck, Busta Rhymes doesn't just paralyze other fast rappers, he decapitates them. assisted by a classic beat from Dr. Dre and Scott Storch, straight out of a Nintendo boss level. Things get especially lethal in the second verse.
Oh, break your neck, come on, break your neck. Come along now, let's put it down, boy. When I bounce back and you know I done caught my breath.
Busta's Venom spitting isn't just limited to studio version though. If anything, his live performances are even faster and cleaner than the original. While he asserts himself as a towering presence for sure, Break Your Neck also doubles as a banging party track with a star-studded music video. Just don't mosh too hard over Busta's motor mouthing, or the title just might come true.
What you really wanna do? Just place your bet and put your money where your mouth is. Moments to the street, just break your neck and keep on bouncing.
Number 5, Record Breaker, world's fastest rapper, Rebel XD. While the title of his manifesto hasn't aged the best, it did what it needed to do at the time.
I'm thinking about making rap.
Throughout the 90s and 2000s, Rebel XD claimed, lost, and fought for the Guinness Book of World Records title of fastest rap MC, besting adversaries like Twista. But just 2 years after No Clue was crowned with the label he once had, Rebel XD fired on all cylinders for his 2007 comeback. His composition Record Breaker, World's Fastest Rapper, which he performed live on air, led to his third reign as a Guinness title holder. Even when he switched things up to show off his slow flow, it was still miles faster than most rappers' quickest output.
I'm seeking the mic and I'm making the rapping, and when I be stepping upon them, I hit them, and then I'm gonna get them and put my enemies up into the middle, and then I'm gonna send them away.
Number 4, Slow Jams, Twista featuring Kanye West and Jamie Foxx. This classic verse will definitely set the party off right. Back in 2003, people probably didn't expect a song called Slow Jams to go so hard. But that's the exact appeal of Twista's contribution on the #1 hit. Opposite a young Yeezy and Ray-era Jamie Foxx, the Chopper genre's earliest record breaker paid homage to classic R&B and soul crooners like Marvin Gaye and Luther Vandross. The catch? His tone and flow were the complete opposite of the gentle songs and artists he referenced. Twista did amazing work before and after, including his groundbreaking debut, Mr. Tongue Twister. But these calculated contradictions are still his smartest and swiftest hour.
How much of a thug is he? I see him spitting like a sovereign beat. Come to the club with me. And when some music come on, I hope you feeling me instead of being in love with me.
Number 3, Godzilla, Eminem featuring Juice WRLD. A whole other list could be made with his verses alone, but here's one for starters.
Better hit the deck like a car dealer. My whole squad's in here walking around.
Decades into his career, Eminem shattered his previous records. Assisted by the late Juice WRLD on Godzilla, the mayhem really kicks in around the 3-minute mark. According to hip-hop site Genius, the closing verse features Eminem's fastest ever rapping, spitting out 10.65 syllables of fire per second.
Fill him with the venom and eliminate him. Other words, I'm intimate him. I don't want to hurt him, but I did him in a fit of rage. I'm murdering to get nobody.
It's almost enough to feel sorry for the animators of the lyrics video, who certainly had their work cut out getting the graphics to keep up. The impressive 2020 showing blew Eminem's previous record on Majesty out of the water, as well as his 2013 smash Rap God. With one verse, he became the king of monsters and mouth speed.
I'm undebatable, I'm unavoidable, I'm unevadable, I'm on the toilet bowl, I got a trailer full of money and I'm paid for, I'm not afraid to pull them. Man, stop.
Number 2, Worldwide Choppers. Tech 9 featuring Busta Rhymes, Yellow Wolf, Twisted Insane, Caesar, JL, Twista, Uso, and D-Lo. Who said supergroups were a rock thing? Tech 9 assembled fast rap's finest in 2011, a year before the Avengers did the same with comic heroes.
Follow me all around the planet and run the gamut on psychology. They can never manage, we do damage with no apology.
And while the resulting track Worldwide Choppers boast standout verses from A-list names like Busta Rhymes and Twista, Tech 9's portion gets a perfect 10. After a quick intro from Turkish export Caesar, Tech 9 takes over as the Nick Fury of the proceedings to considerable whiplash.
Give me the top of hip-hop and watch him make him rock with a showstopper. Shock was popping off the
Worldwide Choppers.
Besides bringing breakneck speed to the table, he gets extra points for delivering it with surprising clarity and coherence. He'd later team up with Eminem for a sequel, but Tech 9's first trip around the globe is light years ahead of his peers.
pathetic, my head is off in the taco. I'm spitting you better, you in the coffin when I go.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Power Up, Crucified. You might not have heard of him, but he's the secret weapon of Chopper. What Crucified lacks in hits and fame, he more than makes up for in pure speed. Mostly connecting with his niche following via social media, the underground Texas-based rapper opened his 2017 song Power Up with his all-time fastest verse. One of its few decipherable lines is about making the competition vanish. And based on his placement here, it's safe to say there's none to speak of. That said, Crucified hasn't been without his naysayers. After being accused of editing his speed early in his career, he proved the critics wrong with a live video. Although he has yet to have a true mainstream moment, Crucified's verses are a hidden hip-hop treasure.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.